Let me walk you through what we have uncovered when analyzing 6 years worth of email history from their outreach mailbox. Here we are talking about almost 5,000 incoming emails in total. The analysis revealed something fascinating. 80% of the emails could be handled through automation. These were primarily routine communications like out of the office replies, undeliverable notifications, not interested responses, and unsubscribe requests. By automating these routine tasks, we enable the sales development reps to focus their energy on the rest of 20% of emails that truly require personal attention. But here's where it gets really interesting. Buried in these emails, we discovered 894 actionable contacts that had been overlooked. Think about that. Hidden opportunities like referrals tucked away in auto replies, updated contact details, and other valuable information that would typically go unnoticed. We extracted all of this and integrated it directly into CRM, turning what could have been missed opportunities into a valuable business prospect. The automation process revealed something even more crucial, like significant discrepancies in the CRM data. While manual CRM management generally works, our analysis uncovered a surprising number of outdated records. Let me break down what we have found. 164 email addresses that had been bouncing, 316 contacts who had explicitly stated they weren't interested, 87 people who had moved on from their companies, 63 who had unsubscribed. Adding this up, we found 630 contacts with incorrect status information. While this might sound concerning, it's actually a common challenge in sales operations. The real win here isn't just identifying these issues. It's that we can now automatically catch and correct these discrepancies in real time, maintaining the CRM's accuracy without adding to the sales team's workload. Of course, when working with email data, privacy and compliance are paramount. That's why we designed our automation workflow with transparency and compliance at their core. Every workflow is fully aligned with GDPR requirements and anticipates upcoming AI regulations in Europe. Here's what this means in practice. We only process email data for specific legitimate purposes, in this case improving CRM accuracy and optimizing sales workflows. We follow strict data minimization principles, meaning we only extract and store information that's actually needed. Each step in our process is documented and traceable, ensuring we maintain full accountability. What I am particularly proud of is how we have managed to balance efficiency with privacy. Our automation enhances communication effectiveness while maintaining robust privacy standards. It's not just about following regulations. It's about respecting individual privacy right while delivering business value. With all the historical data now cleaned up and automated processing in place for new emails, you might be wondering about the cost. Here's what might surprise you. The entire project was remarkably cost-effective. To give you a concrete example, our OpenAPI usage, which powered the core analysis and categorization, came in at less than $5, like less than a fancy coffee. But the real value isn't the low cost, it's the impact. SDRs can now focus their time on meaningful interactions instead of routine email management. Now, I know some of you are probably curious about how we actually built this. The first challenge was getting all of the email data into a format we could work with. I created a simple script that pulls emails from the mailbox and organizes them into a spreadsheet. While a spreadsheet might seem old school, it actually gave us a perfect staging area for our automation process. With the data accessible, I set up the core of our automation using an A10 workflow. The primary workflow does two key things. It reads the email from our spreadsheet and routes them through our categorization engine. This engine identifies the type of the email and extracts any valuable information, like updated contact details. When it finds something important, it automatically updates the CRM and marks the email as processed in our spreadsheet. Here is a small but crucial detail that made a big difference. I added deliberate delays between CRM updates. It might sound counterintuitive to slow things down, but this simple tweak prevented us from hitting API rate limits and kept everything running smoothly. Once we had the categorization working, I could create specific workflows for different types of emails. One of my favorite examples is how we handle out of the office replies. The system automatically extracts the return date and schedules a follow-up for when the person is back at work. It is these small automations that add up to a significant time savings. After setting up the basic infrastructure, I created a master workflow to orchestrate the entire process. Think of it as a traffic controller that directs each email to where it needs to go. Instead of building one massive complex workflow, I broke it down into several specialized components. Some email categories need no attention at all. These get marked as processed and archived. Others trigger specific automation workflow, like the out of the office handler I mentioned earlier. The remaining emails get flagged for a human review and added to a prioritized to-do list. But handling historical emails was just the first step. The real challenge was creating a system that could process new emails in real time. I developed a streamlined workflow that springs into action the moment a new email arrives. Here is how it works. The email gets categorized immediately. Any new contact information is extracted and sent to CRM. Based on the category, the appropriate automation workflow kicks in, and if we encounter something our system hasn't seen before, it creates a task for the SDR team. One thing I learned from previous projects: stay in close touch with the SDR team. I regularly check in with them to understand what kinds of emails they are handling manually. This feedback helps me identify patterns we can automate, making the system smarter over time. Looking ahead, I see several exciting possibilities for expanding this system. Let me share three potential directions. First, there is the opportunity to automate responses to human replies. Right now, when someone responds with genuine interest, it still requires manual handling. While that personal touch is crucial, we could streamline the process by automatically scheduling calls with SDRs when prospects show clear interest. This would be particularly valuable for teams struggling to process high volumes of positive responses quickly. Another direction I'm exploring is implementing a research agent. This would be perfect for companies starting with a smaller contact database who want to build a strong foundation. The agent could automatically enrich contact data and identify promising prospects based on predefined criteria. But what I'm most excited about is developing a lead engagement agent. This is actually next on my roadmap for this project. Since we already have systems in place to handle replies and a robust contact database, it's a natural next step. I'm planning to pair it with a lightweight enrichment agent to ensure we are engaging contacts with relevant personalized information. This is something I will be diving more deeply in the coming weeks. I'd love to hear what challenges you are facing with your email workflows. Are you dealing with similar issues? Maybe you have a finance inbox that needs streamlining? Drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I'm always eager to learn about new use cases and challenges.